This is the first known image of Jesus. Not a painting, not a sculpture, but a mockery. A man with a donkey's head nailed to a cross. Around the year 200 AD, someone carved this into a wall in Rome to mock a Christian named Alexamenos. Because in the Roman world, worshiping a crucified man was absurd. Christianity began with a Jewish boy born in Bethlehem, a teacher who spoke of love, who was executed like a criminal, and whose followers claimed he rose from the dead. But here's the strange part. The Romans already believed in divine heroes, sons of gods, miracle workers, even men who became gods. So why did Christianity disturb them so much? Because Christians refused to play by Rome's rules. They didn't worship the Roman gods. They didn't attend festivals. They didn't make sacrifices. To Rome, this wasn't just strange, it was dangerous if the gods were ignored. The entire empire could suffer. Rumors began to spread. They meet in secret. They reject society. They even eat human flesh, at least that's what people believed. Fear turned into suspicion. Suspicion turned into persecution. In 112 AD, a Roman governor named Pliny the Younger wrote to the Emperor Trajan. He needed answers. Who were these Christians? And why were they everywhere? What he found surprised him. Christians weren't rebels. They weren't criminals. They were ordinary people, slaves and citizens, rich and poor, all calling each other brothers and sisters. So what happened in their secret meetings? They gathered before sunrise. They prayed. They sang to Christ as a God. They read scriptures. They shared teachings. They gave money to the poor. And yes, they shared bread and wine. No cannibalism, no conspiracies, just faith. But what truly made them dangerous was how they lived. They loved their enemies. They rejected violence. They cared for the sick. They rescued abandoned children in a brutal empire. They lived with radical compassion, and that was revolutionary. Still, being Christian came at a cost. Some were burned alive, others torn apart by animals, others crucified, all for one reason, the name Christian. And yet, something strange happened. The more they suffered, the more they grew, because they believed death was not the end, but God had already defeated it. And so fear lost its power. By the year 200, there were already hundreds of thousands of Christians across the Roman Empire and beyond. What began as a mocked and persecuted movement would soon change the world forever. In the next episode, we'll tell the story of how Christianity went from persecution to power, and how a Roman emperor became a Christian